Hi second graders, this is Mrs. Shade. Today we are going to review the song Bounce High, Bounce Low, and we're going to talk about how we can feel the beat in some different ways. So let's start off by singing our song. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. Let's pat the steady beat while we do it and try it again. Here we go. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. We're patting the steady beat on our laps. Let's try patting that steady beat on our heads. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. Let's move that steady beat to our elbows. Ready? Here we go. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. We're patting on every single beat of the song. Now, I'm going to try something a little bit different with the song Bounce High, Bounce Low. I have a ball, and I'm actually going to bounce it. Let's see if you can pretend you're bouncing a ball with me. Here we go. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. I'm going to sing it again, patting the steady beat. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. I'm going to go back to my ball. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. Did you notice, was I bouncing the ball on every single steady beat? No, I wasn't. That would be really fast bouncing. That'd be more like dribbling a basketball if I was. I was bouncing the ball on the first beat of each measure or each grouping in this song. And we are going to call that a special name. When you feel the emphasis or the oomph on a certain beat of a song or a certain beat of a measure or a grouping of notes, that's called the strong beat. So I was bouncing that ball on the strong beat. Pretend you're bouncing with me again. Ready? Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. Bouncing the ball on the strong beat. If we're bouncing on the strong beat, then that means that the beats in between are the weak beats. They're not the ones that have the emphasis on them. If I'm patting the steady beat, I'm patting all of them, strong and weak. I'm going to try it again, and this time I'm going to pat the steady beats, so I'll pat all of them, but I'm going to pat louder on the strong beats. See, watch what I do. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. Can you feel that strong beat pattern? Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. We're going to move to the strong beat and the weak beat, and in a different piece of music. Sometimes we'll switch back and forth between the strong beats, and sometimes we'll just do all of the steady beats. So that includes the strong beats and the weak beats. Here we go. It's not only songs like Bounce High, Bounce Low that have a strong beat and a weak beat. Lots of music we can feel one or two beats in a grouping that feels more emphasized or feel louder, stronger, however you want to say it, than the other beats. I want you to go ahead and listen to some music that you really like and see if you can find a pattern of strong beats and weak beats and maybe find a way to move to it. Maybe you could bounce a ball. Maybe you could try the pat, clap. Maybe you could jump on all the strong beats. Choose something and see if you can feel the way it moves. Then, if you find one that you want to share with the rest of us, you can take a video of yourself moving to that strong beat, or even just write about it in SeeSaw, and we'll check it out. Now, we're going to decode the rhythms to the song, Bounce High, Bounce Low. And decode means we're going to figure out what the rhythms are. So first, let's practice tapping the steady beat to Bounce High, Bounce Low. I've got 2 sticks here. You can use 2 pencils. You can just clap your hands. Choose whatever you'd like. We're going to pat the steady beat. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. That was the steady beat. Each one was a steady beat. Now we're going to pat the rhythms. So now we're going to move to the words of the song. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. We're moving to the rhythm of the song, so we're moving along with the words. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. On the word bounce, that's one sound on a beat, one click or one clap. Bounce. When we sing bounce the, those are two sounds on a steady beat. Bounce the. When we have one sound on a steady beat, that rhythm is called a ta. When we have two sounds on a steady beat, that rhythm is called a ta-ti or a ti-ti. I call them a ta-ti. I'll try really hard to say ti-ti, but in case I mess up, they mean the same thing. So, bounce, high, bounce, low. Those all have one sound on a steady beat. Do you think you can figure out what kind of rhythm we need on each one of those beach balls? Each one is a ta. Bounce the ball to Shiloh. Let's take a look at bounce the. Bounce the. Two sounds on a steady beat. So do you think we need a ta or a ti-ti? We need a ti-ti because that's two sounds on a steady beat. Ball to. Also two sounds on a steady beat. So that's going to be a ti-ti. Shy. That's one sound on the beat. So that's going to be a ta. Low. Another one sound on a beat. That's also going to be a ta. Let's try the whole thing using tas and ti-tis. Ta, 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 ta. Ti-ti, ti-ti, ta, ta. Next song we're going to learn today is a song called Bate Bate Chocolate. I'm going to say the words to this. It's actually not really a song, it's a poem. I'm going to say the words to this poem first, and I want you to see if you can figure out what language it's in. It goes like this. Bate bate chocolate con arroz y con tomate. Uno, dos, tres, cho. Uno, dos, tres, co. Uno, dos, tres, la. Uno, dos, tres, te. Chocolate, 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 chocolate. Do you have any guesses? The words to that song are in Spanish. This is a traditional Mexican game that kids would play together, although I have a friend, her name is Majo, and Majo lives in Ecuador, and she told me that this is a game that the kids would play when they were little, like Patty Cake or Miss Mary Mac, like on the playground, clapping hands and stuff like that. So it's a very common kids poem that kids learn just from each other when they're hanging out and playing. So now let's talk about what these words mean. I'm going to say a line first, and I want you to repeat it back to me. My turn first. Bate bate chocolate con arroz y con tomate. Uno, dos, tres, cho. Uno, dos, tres, co. Uno, dos, tres, la. Uno, dos, tres, te. Chocolate, 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 chocolate. If you need more practice with those words, feel free to rewind and try it out. Now let's talk about what these words mean. The word chocolate, we hear that one a lot, and then we even kind of spell it out a little bit later in the poem. Chocolate is chocolate. So in this song, we're making hot chocolate, but it's going to be a little bit different than the hot chocolate we might drink out on a snow day. So it goes like this. Bate, bate. Bate, bate means to stir really fast. So we're going to stir. Ready? Bate, bate, chocolate. Stirring our hot chocolate. Next part. Con arroz y con tomate. Arroz in Spanish means rice. Maybe there's like rice milk or something like that in our hot chocolate. Who knows? The next part, con tomate. That one, tomatoes, I don't know about you, but I don't usually put tomatoes in my hot chocolate, but try something new. Then we say, uno, dos, tres, cho. Uno, dos, tres, co. Uno, dos, tres, la. Uno, dos, tres, te. Chocolate, 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 chocolate. Let's try again from the beginning and see if we can get the whole thing in there. So we're stirring our hot chocolate with our rice and tomatoes. Here we go. Bate, bate, chocolate, con arroz y con tomate. Uno, dos, tres, cho. Uno, dos, tres, co. Uno, dos, tres, la. Uno, dos, tres, te. Chocolate, 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 chocolate. If you noticed, I added some different movements in that part. First, we were stirring to that strong beat. Then, I changed where you felt the strong beat, and I added in some hand claps. If you have a brother, a sister, or mom or dad, or someone with you right now, you can check this out with, and you can try clapping each other's hands at that part. So what you'll want to do is stand across from them and jump up to see if you can pat each other's hands. Let's try it from the beginning. Ready? Stirring our chocolate. Bate, bate, chocolate, con arroz y con tomate. Uno, dos, tres, cho. Uno, dos, tres, co. Uno, dos, tres, la. Uno, dos, tres, te. Now for this next part, because we're stirring, we're going to do something really fun. We're going to spin around. Are you ready? Chocolate, 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 chocolate. If you have a partner with you, you can grab each other's hands and spin around without letting go of each other's hands. It means you have to spin together. This part is really tricky, but if you can get it together, it's really fun. We're going to try the whole poem one more time with all of our movements. Are you ready? Here we go. Bate, bate, chocolate, con arroz y con tomate. Uno, dos, tres, cho. Uno, dos, tres, co. Uno, dos, tres, la. Uno, dos, tres, te. Chocolate, 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 chocolate. Great job moving to the strong beat and weak beat in bate, bate, chocolate. To finish up our activities for today, we are going to play the game, Which Rhythm Do You Hear? So if you see here on the right, we see 1, 2, 3 rhythm patterns. And when I hit play, it's going to play one of them. I want you to see if you think it's number 1, number 2, or number 3. You can even hold up a 1, 2, or 3. So first of all, let's take a look at rhythm number 1. Let's say it together. Here we go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Let's say number 2. Ta, ti, 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 ta. Let's say number 3. Ready? Ti, ti, ta, ta, ta. Let's listen and see which one we think we hear. One more time, see if you can figure it out. Do you think that was number 1, 2, or 3? The answer is number 1. Let's listen, or let's look at our next rhythms. We have ta, ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, 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 ti, 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 ta, ta. Here we go. One more try. Do you think that was number 1, 2, or 3? It was number 3. The next one, our first rhythm, we have ta, ti, 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 ta. Number 2, we have ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. In number 3, we have ti, 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 ta. Let's hear it. Does that sound like number 1, 2, or 3? Let's listen again. It was number 3. The rhythm in this one. Number 1, we have ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. In number 2, we have ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Number 3, ti, 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 ta, ta. Let's listen. Let's listen again. What do you think? Number 1, 2, or 3? It was number 2. Let's check out this one. Ti, ti, ta, ta, ta. Ta, ti, 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 ta. Ti, 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 ta. Let's listen. We'll listen one more time. That was number 1. For our next one, I'm not going to say them first. I want you just to look at them. You can say them to yourself. You can hit pause. And then I'm going to play them. Are you ready? Let's listen again. Which one do you think it is? It's number 3. Let's check out this one. Look at your 3 examples. Say them to yourself. One more time. That was number 2. Great job, everyone.